I'm from the Texas Panhandle, the middle of farming and beef country, and I grew up, my mother was a fry cook, and I grew up eating the traditional American food, and that's what I learned, that's what I did. And so I moved to the Dallas-Fort Worth area, went to dental school, and very successful, and I saw a colleague that worked down the street that lost a lot of weight, and I said, "What in the world? What did you do?" And he goes, "Oh, I heard this Dr. McDougall at one of the dental meetings talking," and I said, "Oh my goodness, I need that. I need to do whatever you're doing." And so I bought the book, 12 Days to Dynamic Health, and I started doing that for 2 years, and I lost weight, and I was doing really good. But my family, they didn't want anything to do with what I was doing from the book. And so 2 years, that was 1992, and I thought I was still doing the McDougall whatever plan and doing great, but in reality I wasn't. So advanced to 2006, I wasn't really doing very well. I was very unhealthy. The wake-up call came one time. I needed some insurance for the office, and I failed the insurance test. And it was devastating to my wife and I, because my understanding at the time, it meant that I either had AIDS or hepatitis or cancer of the liver. It was an elevated liver enzyme that I had failed on this insurance test. And so I had a lot of health issues that I didn't really share with anybody. You know, I was constipated. I had acid reflux constantly. At the time, I was drinking 3 gallons of milk a week and having this just horrific pains here, but I never associated with it being lactose intolerance. But I now I see that. But my wife said, "You know, you were following that McDougall a few years back, and let's go out to his immersion program." She knew that I'd always wanted to do that, and so I said, "Okay, yeah, I think that's a good idea." I was on blood pressure medicine and heartburn medicine, and so we went to Dr. McDougall's, and we started the 10-day program. And the only problem my wife had at the time, she's very slim, thin, but she had chronic heartburn and was on medication for 5 years, and I was too, on the heartburn medication and the blood pressure medicine. The day we started Dr. McDougall's immersion program, the heartburn went away. I'm embarrassed to say, you know, I was only having 1 bowel movement a week and in horrific pain. And I haven't really ever shared this with too many people, but I was in so much pain, I didn't think I could live much longer. Going to the bathroom, and it was just unbelievable. And to imagine that I'd even thought about ending my life, I don't know. So we're in the program, and oh my goodness, I mean, now it's 3 bowel movements a week, and it's just wonderful. And the pain in my stomach. Another thing, being a dentist, and I had never shared this even with my family. I had arthritis in all of my joints in both hands, and it was becoming hard to hold the dental piece in my hand to do my work. And then, you know, probably 3 or 4 weeks after starting the program with Dr. McDougall, I noticed, golly, the arthritis went away. All of my intestinal problems went away. I lost weight. I've been able to keep the weight off. I'd weighed about 30 pounds more. Another kind of an embarrassing thing is my pillowcase. You know, I would lay down, and in a couple of days I'd have to change my pillowcase. I was so greasy and oily, and my pillowcase was just covered with fat. And just the things that you don't even think about that are related to diet. And I had zits all the time. It was embarrassing. And all of those things cleared up. The intestinal problems, the arthritis. Again, I can look back now and see that this really changed my life and has been almost miraculous in helping me. My daughters, they thought we were in a cult when we first came out here, and I'm able to talk to them. They're smart, they're dentists, they practice with me, and I've changed their lives. And numerous patients I've been able to share, the good things that have happened to me, and they see by example. They all saw that I'd lost weight. They saw that my skin looked better. They could tell that I felt better and acted better, and just my mind was clear. And but that's the important thing to me now, is sharing this and helping other people see the light, so to speak, and make a difference in the world.